Madagascar, the fourth largest island nation in the world, is located in the Indian Ocean off the southeast coast of Africa. This place is famous for its unique and diverse ecosystem, with over 90% of its plant and animal species being endemic and found nowhere else on Earth. The island nation is home to many ethnic groups with distinct languages, customs, and traditions. When you visit, you'll learn that Madagascar has many taboos, such as not using your left hand or touching someone's head. Additionally, there's the peculiar custom of dancing with the dead. The island was also a hotspot for pirate activity in the past. Let's explore 18 taboos in Madagascar and the mind-blowing facts about this place. Number 18. Do not touch the head. In Malagasy culture, the head is considered a sacred part of the body and holds significant meaning. Therefore, visitors to Madagascar should be mindful of a few things to show respect for local culture. Touching someone's head, especially a child's, is viewed as disrespectful and can cause discomfort for the Malagasy people. Instead, greet people with a handshake or a smile. Additionally, Malagasy people often keep a distance when communicating, particularly with the opposite sex. Avoid standing too close or invading their personal space. Some hand gestures common in other cultures can have negative connotations in Madagascar. For instance, crossing your arms over your chest might be seen as a sign of anger or hostility, so it's best to avoid doing this when visiting Madagascar. Number 17. The custom of dancing with the dead. In Madagascar, death is not seen as the end but rather as a different form of existence. As such, they often exhume graves and dance with skeletons as a way to honor the deceased. The locals have a unique tradition of showing gratitude to their ancestors and strengthening family bonds through a practice called Famadihana, or turning of the bones. This ceremony typically takes place in family crypts every collected from the exhumed skeletons and carefully wrapped in a new shroud. Then family members of all ages dance around the deceased. Music is played, livestock are slaughtered for feasts, and food is shared among family members and a few close and significant guests. According to local beliefs, people are born not from dust but from the flesh and blood of their relatives. Therefore, they hold their ancestors in high regard. In Madagascar, it is believed that after death, only the body turns to dust, while the soul can still communicate with the living. Until their ancestors have passed away completely, they continue to be remembered through the Famadihana ceremony. This festival has been around since the 17th century. Holding a Famadihana ceremony is considered quite costly, as it involves lavish feasts for the living and new clothes for the dead. Many poor families cannot afford to build a family crypt or organize a Famadihana. They are often looked down upon and criticized by society. What do you think about this custom? Share your thoughts below. Number 16. The Cruel Queen, Ranavalona. I ruled the island nation of Madagascar off the coast of southern Africa for over 3 decades, from 1828 to 1861. She ascended the throne after the death of her husband, King Radama I. Radama had opened Madagascar to European missionaries and traders, leading to many changes in Malagasy society and culture. She was dissatisfied with these changes and was determined to restore the old traditions of Madagascar. She is known as one of the most ruthless female rulers in history, responsible for millions of deaths. One of her earliest actions was to identify and eliminate potential threats to her throne. The purge began with the arrest and trial of the members of the late King Radama's family. Essentially, she killed many people to avenge what her former husband had done to her family. The new queen demonstrated her strength and cruelty from the moment she ascended the throne. She declared her intentions clearly, asserting that she was not a weak and ignorant woman and would rule the country without worshipping any gods except her ancestors. Furthermore, the queen declared she would not yield to any foreign powers. Queen Ranavalona I's reign of terror lasted for 3 decades, targeting not only foreign interference but also being exceptionally cruel to her own people. Some of the punishments she commonly used for officials and subordinates included hanging the guilty upside down for days on steep cliffs, forcing their relatives to watch as the ropes gradually frayed and broke, causing the victims to fall. One method she used to maintain order was the Tangina ordeal. in which the accused were poisoned and then forced to eat 3 pieces of chicken skin. Death or failure to regurgitate all 3 pieces indicated guilt. Others, whom she wanted to purge, were simply thrown into vast chasms. Thousands of suspected criminals faced medieval methods such as burning or being buried alive. Queen Ranavalonawai also ordered the poisoning of many people or subjected them to brutal forced labor, often on a whim. The queen would suddenly propose a series of unrealistic construction projects using thousands of unfortunate natives or captured prisoners. After 33 years of rule, experts conservatively estimate that about 50 to 75% of Madagascar's population perished due to war, disease, or the Queen's brutal justice system. At least 2.5 million people died. Do you think the Queen was cruel? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 15. Do not use the left hand. In Madagascar, using the left hand is not just a matter of convenience or inconvenience. Using your left hand carries cultural significance and can affect how you interact with the locals. Using the left hand is often seen as lacking finesse or being unlucky. Historically, it has been associated with uncleanliness and even evil. Greeting someone with your left hand is considered disrespectful. Eating with your left hand is taboo in many places. When giving or receiving anything, use your right hand. Handing something to someone with your left hand can be seen as impolite or even offensive. Remember to always use your right hand when shopping at local markets. Accidentally handing money with your left hand might cause the seller to frown or even refuse to sell to you. When giving gifts, use your right hand to present the gift to the recipient. This shows respect and courtesy. Number 14. Pregnant women must avoid funerals in Madagascar. Pregnancy and funerals might seem like two entirely opposite events, but they have a unique and strange connection in local culture. According to traditional beliefs, pregnant women should avoid funerals because the soul of the deceased might lose its way and cling to the unborn baby, affecting the health of both the mother and child. This belief stems from the idea that souls are in a fragile state and easily influenced by external factors. Therefore, when a pregnant woman attends a funeral, she often faces scrutinizing glances and whispers from those around her. Many people worry that her presence could bring bad luck to the deceased or affect the unborn baby. This doesn't mean that pregnant women are completely banned from attending funerals. There are exceptions, such as when the deceased is a close family member. In these cases, the pregnant woman must be cautious and respectful of the funeral rites and avoid direct contact with the body. While these taboos arise from spiritual beliefs, there are also practical reasons behind them. Pregnancy is a sensitive time, both physically and mentally. Attending a funeral can cause stress and anxiety for women, negatively impacting their health and that of their baby. Number 13. No bathing in the river. In this island nation, bathing in certain rivers is not just a way to cool off on a hot summer day. It is a sacred act that shows respect for the water and the spirits believed to reside within it. For the Malagasy people, rivers in their culture are considered sacred grounds, home to ancestors and gods. Bathing in these waters is not only for cleaning the body but also for purifying the soul and connecting with the spiritual world. However, foreign tourists bathing in these sacred rivers can be seen as disrespectful, even offensive to the local people. Some rivers are considered so sacred that they are only permitted for bathing during specific rituals or for special purposes. If a tourist unknowingly bathes in a sacred river, it could lead to unpleasant consequences. Locals may remind or prohibit the tourist from bathing there, potentially leading to conflicts or disputes. To avoid uncomfortable situations, tourists should respect local customs and avoid bathing in sacred rivers. Number 12. Do not start new ideas on Tuesdays. Starting a major project on a Tuesday in Madagascar might receive indifference or even opposition, similar to receiving a soggy sandwich for lunch. The common belief here is that starting important work on this day will bring bad luck, as if Tuesday has an inherent grudge against productivity. Imagine presenting a new idea to your boss and receiving positive feedback. When you eagerly propose starting on Tuesday, you would get collective sighs from your colleagues. They would quickly reschedule to another day, believing that Tuesday is unlucky. It's as if the universe has put up a "Do Not Disturb" sign on Tuesday, warning everyone to hold off on their plans. In Madagascar, Tuesday is seen as the office prankster. Any plan, no matter how carefully arranged, can be disrupted by unexpected mishaps on this day. Therefore, it's best to move important plans away from Tuesday and start fresh on Wednesday. Tuesdays in Madagascar are for more mundane tasks that you can complete without trouble. It is not a day for taking risks or making breakthroughs. While the rest of the world may dread Mondays in Madagascar, Tuesday is the day to avoid causing trouble. This strange combination of superstition and tradition ensures that important efforts are reserved for days that promise smoother outcomes. Number 11. Do not whistle at night. Whistling at night in Madagascar is not just about making a sound. It is like inviting supernatural karaoke where you don't choose the song and the guests are all the spirits. According to popular belief in Madagascar, whistling after dark can summon spirits. This taboo is so deeply ingrained that even crickets might stop chirping and shake their heads in disapproval. Imagine walking through a Malagasy village under the moonlight. A strange feeling overwhelms you, and you start whistling your favorite tune. Suddenly, windows slam shut, and the village cats find hiding spots, as if you've triggered a ghostly alarm, signaling the start of a spectral gathering that no one wants to join. Thus, what seems like an innocent action turns into a midnight threat, attracting wandering spirits who enjoy your sound. What do you think about this belief? Please share your thoughts with me. Number 10. Vanilla Paradise. For those who love the sweet and delicate flavor of vanilla, Madagascar is a paradise not to be missed. The island proudly supplies the world with the largest amount of vanilla, holding a dominant position in the global vanilla production industry. Bourbon vanilla, or black vanilla, is Madagascar's signature vanilla, originating from the northwest region of the island. Unlike the traditional vanilla orchid from Mexico, which relies on a rare bee for pollination, a historic breakthrough occurred in 1841. According to legend, a young French slave on the island of Réunion, now part of France, accidentally discovered the method of hand-pollinating vanilla orchids. This revolutionary technique paved the way for the rapid development of vanilla plantations in Madagascar. Today, Madagascar exports approximately 1,000 tons of vanilla annually, accounting for over 50% of the world's vanilla production. Madagascar bourbon vanilla is highly valued for its rich, sophisticated flavor, with a sweet aroma and a lingering aftertaste. Due to its superior quality, Madagascar vanilla is favored by bakers, mixologists, and food enthusiasts worldwide. The success of Madagascar's vanilla industry comes not only from ideal soil and climate conditions, but also from traditional craftsmanship preserved through generations. The people of Madagascar dedicate their passion and meticulousness to every step of production, from harvesting orchids, hand-pollinating, and curing to packaging. This careful attention and dedication result in the premium quality of Madagascar vanilla, making it an essential ingredient in high-end dishes and beverages. Visitors to Madagascar have the opportunity to experience the unique vanilla production culture, learn about the history and methods behind the renowned vanilla flavor, and tour vanilla plantations. Observing lush green vines and witnessing the hand harvesting, pollination, and drying processes firsthand are fascinating experiences. Visitors can also purchase pure vanilla at local stores, bringing home the essence of vanilla to enjoy in their own culinary creations. Number 9. Rich cuisine. Malagasy cuisine is a vibrant mosaic reflecting the island's rich history and cultural exchanges. The foundation of the diet is rice, evident in the Malagasy word for eat, mangidi, which means to eat rice. Building on this foundation, migrants from around the world have added their unique flavors and ingredients. East Africans brought livestock and greens, Arab and Indian traders introduced spices and coconut milk, and European explorers brought tomatoes, curries, and vanilla. Today, modern Malagasy cuisine is a harmonious blend of these influences, creating a taste that cannot be found anywhere else in the world. Common spices in Malagasy cuisine include garlic, onions, ginger, tomatoes, curry, coconut milk, vanilla, cloves, and turmeric. Zebu, a type of African cattle, is the main source of meat, alongside other meats like chicken, pork, and goat. Peanuts, greens, bananas, and rum are also prominent features in Malagasy cuisine. Renon Nango is the most popular drink in Madagascar, made after cooking rice. A thin layer of burnt rice at the bottom of the pot is filled with water and boiled. This drink can be enjoyed hot or cold. Remarkably, this drink is believed by locals to cure many ailments. They also see it as a way to save food and water in water-scarce regions. Depending on the cooking time, Renon Nango can be white or brown. Additionally, Hanoa Malona is a delicious signature dish of the Malagasy people, part of the 7 royal dishes. Although this dish is easy to make, it is not common on the island. The reason is that pork consumption is forbidden in some parts of the island. Combining pork and fish is also uncommon in local cultures. However, this dish is often served to guests. Are you intrigued by the cuisine here? Share your thoughts. Number 8. Identical clothing for men and women. The traditional attire of the Malagasy people, known as lamba, is a long rectangular piece of cloth wrapped around the body in various styles. The unique aspect of the lamba is its lack of gender distinction, meaning both men and women can wear this garment. This contrasts with many Western cultures where clothing is often used to differentiate genders. This misconception stems from societal rules that impose roles and behaviors on men and women. However, in Madagascar, the lamba symbolizes equality and unity between the sexes. The lamba is not just a simple cloth wrapped around the body, it can be worn in different ways depending on the occasion, social role, and personal preference. The lamber maneva is the simplest form, wrapped around the waist and extending to the knees. This is a common everyday outfit for both men and women. Another form, the lambar salova, is wrapped around the hips and extends to the ankles, often worn on more formal occasions. Number 7. Bare knuckle boxing. Mangi, also known as bare knuckle boxing, is the national sport of Madagascar. Although tourists are not encouraged to try this sport, mangi is an important part of local culture and deserves respect. To outsiders, Moreni may seem violent, but it is a communal fighting ritual with both direct and symbolic significance. The people of Madagascar see it as a way to resolve conflicts and demonstrate bravery. Moreni is usually held as a spectator sport, attracting large crowds. The matches take place in outdoor arenas surrounded by grass huts and palm trees, with spectators shouting enthusiastically, cheering and shouting for the fighters. While violence occurs in mangi, it is accepted by the voluntary participants. Recently, more women have started participating in morang alongside men. Number 6. Hundreds of unique species. The wildlife of Madagascar is a true biological wonder, with over 90% of species found nowhere else on Earth. Notably, there are over 70 species of lemurs, 16 of which have vanished since humans arrived. Additionally, you can discover up to 346 species of reptiles, more than 6,000 endemic plant species, and some predators like the fossa. Today, human activities such as deforestation, fires, erosion, and invasive species threaten the island's biodiversity. This extraordinary diversity is a result of the island's prolonged isolation from the African mainland, allowing unique evolutionary processes to unfold. One of the most famous inhabitants of Madagascar is the lemur, a diverse group of primates with various species, from the tiny mouse lemur, small enough to fit in your palm, to the large indri with its piercing call. Each lemur species has adapted to distinct ecological niches, showcasing incredible diversity in behavior, diet, and social structure. Chameleons also thrive in Madagascar, with stunning diversity, from the brilliantly colored panther chameleon to the tiny Bruxia micra, one of the world's smallest reptiles. But the island's wonders don't stop there. Madagascar is also a treasure trove of unique and strange flora, including the mysterious eye, with its large, peculiar eyes, the nocturnal lemur with a long middle finger for catching insects, and the fossa, a cat-like predator that dominates the island. Madagascar's plant life is equally remarkable, with iconic baobab trees, spiny forests, and countless endemic orchids and other plants. This incredible biodiversity not only attracts scientists and nature enthusiasts from around the world, but it also underscores the importance of conservation efforts to protect Madagascar's unique ecosystems. These efforts are essential to preserving this precious natural heritage, providing invaluable insights into evolutionary processes and the complex web of life. What do you think about Madagascar's diversity? Leave your thoughts below. Number 5. Lemur as a national symbol. Madagascar's lemurs are not just adorable creatures with big round eyes and surprised expressions, they are also the island's unofficial national symbol and treasure. Harming a lemur is considered taboo, similar to offending a beloved mascot. Locals believe lemurs are sacred beings, embodying the spirit of the island's ancient forests. Harming a lemur is not only morally wrong, but it can also lead to serious consequences. Locals may become outraged and protest, possibly taking the law into their own hands to punish the offender. Currently, Madagascar's lemurs face numerous threats, including deforestation, hunting, and the illegal wildlife trade. Protecting lemurs is a shared responsibility for everyone. Number 4. Avenue of the Baobabs. Madagascar is considered a paradise for baobab trees. Towering and uniquely beautiful globally, 6 out of 8 baobab species can only survive and thrive on this island nation, making Madagascar the origin of the baobab tree. To admire these baobabs, you can visit the Manabi region where ancient baobabs, some up to 800 years old, stand tall on either side of the avenue, creating a bizarre and captivating landscape that looks like a hidden path to another planet. This iconic dirt road flanked by majestic baobab trees creates a stunning sight, especially when highlighted by the dramatic golden hues of the setting sun. The enormous shadows cast by the trees enhance the unusual beauty of the baobabs, often called upside-down trees due to their unique shapes. With their thick trunks, they can reach twice the height of an apartment building. Walking along the avenue of the baobabs, visitors feel like tiny ants wandering through a giant's garden. The trees here seem to shrink the space, creating a mysterious and magical atmosphere. These giants have stood the test of time for centuries, even millennia. The Avenue of the Baobabs not only boasts spectacular visual beauty but also the stories these baobabs could tell if they could speak. Each baobab stands as a silent monument, witnessing generations of people living and thriving on this land. Locals believe baobabs hold deep spiritual significance and often link them to legends and folklore, adding an extra layer of mystique to the Avenue of the Baobabs. What do you think about these baobab trees? Please leave your thoughts below. Number 3. Pirates in Madagascar. During the 17th and 18th centuries, this island nation served as a refuge for pirates due to its remote and secluded bays. They often came here to repair their ships and prepare provisions before launching attacks in the Indian Ocean. In the 1690s, pirates thrived on the island, and today visitors can explore pirate cemeteries when they visit the secluded bays and coastline of Madagascar. These areas provided the perfect hideout for infamous pirates like William Kidd and Henry Every, who were fleeing the relentless pursuit of navies and authorities. These pirate captains turned the island into a melting pot of rogues and rebels, creating settlements that flourished through plunder and secrecy. One of the most legendary pirate havens was Libertalia, a free colony purportedly established by pirates in Madagascar. According to lore, Libertalia was a haven of democracy and equality, where pirates from all nations lived together in harmony, sharing loot and self-governing fairly. Though the existence of Libertalia remains debated between fact and fiction, the impact of pirate history on Madagascar is undeniable. Tales of buried treasure and shipwrecks continue to capture the imagination of explorers and historians, drawing treasure hunters to the island shores in search of lost wealth. What do you think about pirates in this island nation? Please comment below. The exceptionally rich sapphire deposits in the Ilakaka region of Madagascar have attracted thousands of miners and adventurers from around the world, hoping to strike it rich. The once peaceful village has now grown into a bustling town with busy markets and a constant stream of people, each hoping to find a gem that will change their fortunes. However, the mining process is arduous and often rudimentary. Miners must dig and sift through tons of gravel by hand, meticulously inspecting each stone for rare gems. Additionally, Madagascar's mining industry faces issues like child labor and unsafe working conditions. Behind the dream of wealth lies the danger of trading life for riches. Unsafe mines, makeshift transportation systems, deadly confined spaces, and toxic gases are all hazards miners face in their search for tiny sapphires. When they find sapphires, they sell them at low prices to traders, who then process and sell the same sapphires to locals and tourists. Traders profit from selling sapphires and mining equipment, becoming wealthy in the process. While sapphires are beautiful, the lives of those who mine them and bring them from the ground to the light are far from beautiful. Currently, efforts are being made to promote responsible mining, ensuring environmental protection and the rights of miners. The goal is to make the sapphire trade sustainable for the local economy without harming the island's ecosystem and society. Madagascar has one of the most underdeveloped road networks in the world. While 70% of the main roads are maintained in good condition, an estimated 2/3 of secondary and tertiary roads are in poor condition. This has led to a collaboration between Transide and international development charities supporting local transport solutions and the Malagasy NGO Lana to develop a program for training in bicycle assembly, maintenance, repair, and management for community health workers. This is part of the adventure when exploring Madagascar. Common modes of transportation include buses, taxis, and tuk-tuks. Renting a car is also an option, but be mindful of road conditions and traffic laws. So we've explored 18 taboos and strange facts about Madagascar. What do you think about these facts, and would you like to visit this island nation to experience them? Do you want us to cover other topics? Feel free to comment and share your thoughts with us. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. See you in the next videos.